Everybody, Andy here again. I'm down today, taking a walk today, and I'm at a place called Norman's Bay. And the reason it's called that is because about 945 years ago, yes, that long ago, but it's probably mind-boggling for those people over there in America or Australia or something like that. This was the beach that William, the Duke of Normandy, soon to become William the Conqueror, actually landed on, should I say, before they're moving inland, moving along to Hastings, and then moving further inland about 5 or so miles towards battle, where the infamous Battle of Hastings was fought on the 14th of October 1066. And this is where he landed, this particular area here, on these stones. And it's said that when all the ships, I can't remember how many ships he had, but obviously quite some sort of armada, flotilla, call it what you will, navy, with all the horses and all the knights and all the provisions and everything he needed. That's some invasion force. And all these wooden boats came from across there behind me, across the sea behind me, and then obviously came down here onto the beach. And it's said that when he got off of his boat and he walked up the beach here, he actually fell over. And stumbled onto the pebbles, onto the beach, and all his army took that as a bit of a bad omen. Oh no, he's fallen over, his first faltering footsteps on British soil, so to speak. But what he did is he reached down and he grabbed some of these pebbles that are down here, and he grabbed them and he says, look, he said, I have grasped England with my bare hands, and the rest, as they say, is history. And I'm going to get run over by a digger. It's one of those areas that needs a lot of coastal erosion now, and this area's moved around a lot, so this might not actually be the beach at all, if you look at it, but it's very, very close. Anyway, a little bit of a history lesson for you, and I'm going to carry on my little walk, about getting on for 10 miles, I suppose, back towards Hastings. I'll speak to you later. Goodbye. Still out on my walk, and this is one of those walks that is very nice to do when the tide's out, like it is at the moment. You might be able to see behind me, and if I sort of turn around, and that's not a particularly nice day, but when you look behind me this way, the view to the back of me over towards Eastbourne, I caught the train to a place called Norman's Bay, and I mentioned that as where that great piece of history, and that's one of those things I like, is that living history there. You know, you think that 940 odd years ago, one of the most, or possibly the most momentous date in British history, started there in some ways. Okay, the battle took place a little bit inland, but that's where William, Duke of Normandy, landed. And this is, I say, great to walk along when it's sandy like this, and I can walk more or less all the way home from here. And as I said 10 miles, it might be a bit less than that, all the way to St Leonard's, Hastings area, and there's only a little bit where I have to walk actually on the footpath or whatever, or on the seafront itself, the promenades. The rest, if you time it right, you can walk on the sand or on the beach, which, as you can imagine, in the summer is an absolutely brilliant thing to do. You'd love to come out here, you know, and take your shoes off, just bring your sandals or something. You can just, you know, look, those ducks behind me, you see the geese behind me, they're flying away. That's the sort of thing you see, especially at this time of year, because in the summer, you do actually, that's pretty amazing, that's actually the way they go. I don't know if you can still see those there, but this time of year, it's different. It's a bit, hardly anyone about. It's quite obviously quite popular in the summer, although nowhere near as popular as the main resorts, because it takes a bit of effort to get here. And people probably think you're mad walking all this way home, but it's such a great walk. Even today, there's people out with horses on the sand. There's a few people walking their dogs. There's, as I said, hardly anyone about, so you're alone to explore the sand, watch the bird life, as you've just seen, all the rocks, different sea creatures and God knows what else, and just do a bit of beach combing generally. But a lovely walk, and one I was just thinking, I bought my camera, but not really a day for photography, but I shall certainly come back again, once again, in the summer, pick a day when it's nice and warm, the tide's going to be out, as I knew it was today, time it about right, and what a great day, what a great day for a walk that would be. It's nice today, and I'm loving it anyway. I'll speak to you later. Goodbye.